here is an adjective because it describes the noun cat. So, what is an adjective clause? An adjective clause, also known as relative clause, are dependent clause, and it modifies the noun or pronoun in a main clause. How to identify an adjective clause? An adjective clause often begins with who, whose, whom, which, where, when, and that. An adjective clause acts just like conjunction. It connected two sentences together. For example, John is a man. He worked hard. In order to form a complete sentences using these sentences, we use relative pronoun who. Who here referring to the subject John. The complete sentence is John is a man who worked hard. Also, remember that adjective clause can occur in the middle or after the main clause. For example, Mary, whom I like a lot, is interesting. Mary is interesting is the main clause. Whom I like a lot is the adjective clause. Second example, Harriet is a woman whom I respect. Harriet is a woman is the main clause. Whom I respect is the adjective clause.
Now, I'm going to explain about relative pronouns as subject. To refer to people, use who and that, while to refer to things, use which and that. Now, I'm going to explain about the two of it. To refer to people, for example, he is the teacher who speaks 3 foreign languages. Who is the subject, speaks is the verb, 3 foreign language is the object. Another example is, I have friends that love to talk. That is the subject, love is the verb. To refer to things, for example, this is the course which takes 6 months. Which is the subject, takes is the verb, 6 months is the object. Another example is, these are the books that are useful. That is the subject, are is the verb. Just remember that is used for informal talk or writing. How to identify relative pronouns as subject? Here's how. Relative pronouns plus verb phrase equals to subject. The verb in adjective clauses agrees with the noun and pronoun that the clause modifies. For example, Sam is the man who lives next door to me. Lives is a singular verb because the subject meant that is a singular. Other example is, there are many people who have taken this personality test. Have taken is a plural verb because the subject, many people, is a plural.
Now, let us proceed to relative pronoun as objects. To refer to people, we use whom, who, and that as the object of verb in adjective clauses. For example, Mr. Pitkin, whom I mentioned yesterday, is my boss. Whom is the object in the adjective clause which refers to Mr. Pitkin. Next, Mr. Pitkin was the person who or that I mentioned. Who or that is the object in the adjective clause which refers to Mr. Pitkin. Level of formality. Whom is the most formal. who is quite formal, while that is the least formal. To refer to things, we use which or that as the object in adjective clauses. For example, the test which or that I took was difficult. Which or that is the adjective of the clause which refers to the task. Remember, which is more formal than that. Take note, the verb in an adjective clause must agree with the subject of the clause, not with the object. Let us see some examples. The ones are the people that Sally sees frequently. The singular verb sees agree with the singular subject, Sally. Next, he is the teacher who we always meet. The plural verb meet agrees with the plural subject, we.
I will show you how to use whose as a part of an adjective clause. Whose indicates possession. His, her, it, their, all of these words are possessive adjectives that can be replaced with whose. For example, Ken is the man. We met his wife. And instead of using his as a possessive adjective, we can replace it with whose. So the sentence would be, Ken is the man whose wife we met.
Next, I will show you how to use where to introduce an adjective clause that modifies a place. For example, this is the place. I work there. We can change there with where. So the sentence would be, this is the place where I work. And remember that we can also change that with where. For example, Kota Kinabalu is a city that has a beautiful scenery. And lastly, how to use when. We can use when or that to begin an adjective clause that modifies a noun of time. For example, I can't think of a time I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy is an adjective clause. So when we add when or that to the sentence would be, I can't think of a time when I wasn't happy. Or I can't think of a time that I wasn't happy.
Hello, now I'm going to explain to you about identifying and non-identifying adjective clause. First, identifying is an adjective clause that distinguishes one person or thing from another. It is also called as an essential and it refers to the general people and thing. For an example, the man who delivers the mail is friendly. The adjective clause here is who delivers the mail, right? So, it refers to the man in the general aspect. So, it means that any man in the world who delivers the mail is friendly. And I didn't mention the name or person because I want to say that it is in general aspect. Second, non-identifying is an adjective clause that adds extra information and does not distinguish one person or thing from another. It is also called as non-essential and it refers to the specific person or thing. Let me give you an example. The one who delivers the mail is friendly. The adjective clause here is who is friendly, and it refers to the man specifically. The specific man, such as Ali. He is the one who delivers the mail and is friendly here. And I only mention Ali because he is specific. Remember, you can omit relative pronoun in adjective clauses only if it is the object in the main clause. For example, the man who you met on Friday is Tariq. The object in this sentence is Tariq, so when you omit the relative pronoun, it still got the same meaning. The man you met on Friday is Tariq. But you cannot omit relative pronoun in non-identifying adjective clause. For instance, that's Tariq, whom you met on Friday. If you omit the relative pronoun whom, it becomes ungrammatical. For example, that's Tariq, you met on Friday. Lastly, you need to remember, please don't use that as a relative pronoun in the non-identifying adjective clause. That's all. See you in the reinforcement class.
Swear!